Okay, so everyone's like, what is Amazon FBA? How do you get started in it? What do I have to do? Is it just private labeling? How do I just get started real quick? I want to just talk about it's more than just private labeling. You also have to build a brand, which entails making a trademark, as well as maybe you recreated something. Maybe you have to file a patent on that to protect your brand. We're going to talk about two things in this video today. We're going to talk about how does two companies exist at the same time with the same exact trademark, as well as how do you build a brand so successful that when someone thinks of that product, they think of just that brand. And I have a prime example for you. Watch this video.
What Logan does is help people take great ideas and execute on them.
Okay, so before we get into the video, I want to just give a brief breakdown exactly what we're going to go over in this video. First, I want to talk about the company that did such a good job with their brand that when you think of the product, you only think of that brand in particular. You almost think that it is just the product. Then I'm going to get into showing you how two companies can exist at the same time with the same exact trademark. How is that possible? And that's going to start to open up additional ideas for yourself so you can say, okay, well, this trademark might be taken, but I can still do it as well. And you'll soon know why. And at the very end of that, I'm going to give you a free cheat sheet, if you stay all the way to the end, a free cheat sheet that's going to tell you exactly how to do private labeling on Amazon FBA, what trademarks are and how they work, as well as patents. Okay, so the company I was talking about that did such a good job at branding their trademark has to do with a product like this. Depending on where you're at, some people call them Pampers, some people call them diapers, or they just think that they're one and the same. But in fact, what this is a diaper. Diaper is the household name. This is what the product originally was. And then Pampers came in, Pampers the company, came in and trademarked Pampers, branded it, and then came out with a whole line. Now, other companies came out there and they're all producing diapers, which is what it really is, but they can't put the name Pampers on it. They can only put the name diapers. But that's a prime example of how one company did such a good job branding the product that they were able to just lock down the market. So when you think of diapers, you think of Pampers. And that's something you should do on Amazon. Come out with your product, come up with such a good branding technique that you're going to be able to pull your customers off of Amazon. You're going to be able to bring them to your website. You're going to be able to bring them to your eBay, bring them to your Etsy, bring them to your Walmart.com account. You want to be able to bring your brand beyond Amazon so you're not relying on Amazon. You hear a lot of people where they get into this business and then something happens with their Amazon account and all of a sudden their whole livelihood is shut down. You cannot become solely dependent on just Amazon. Amazon FBA is a phenomenal program. You're going to make a lot of money in doing it. But again, you have to think bigger. You can't just think one avenue. Now let's talk about how two different companies can have the same exact trademark. How is that possible? How can you use that same thing if you want to have a same trademark as another company? All right, let's switch over to my screen. Okay, so in the eyes of the trademark office, singular and plural doesn't make a difference. All right, if they're in the same class code, you can't have one is singular and one is plural. It's too confusing, so they're not going to allow it. In fact, they wouldn't allow these two trademarks to be permitted if they were in the same class code. So what is the same class code? If you were to walk into a store and you were to go to a section in the store and you would see the product sitting on there, would your product sit on the same shelf as another product that has the same trademark or similar, as in singular or plural? And if that's the case, then the trademark office is not going to allow you to do it because someone else is already in there. So in this case here, on the left-hand side of the screen, we have Pampers, which is the one we just talked about, their diapers. So scrolling down here, you see primary class code 16, disposable training pants. And on the right-hand side, Pamper, scrolling down, they have primary class code 44. And above that, you can see what they're claiming here. It's beauty salon services, beauty salon, beauty spa. So these are two completely different classes, which is why the trademark office allowed them, two different companies can have the trademark. So after all of that, your mind might have a couple different questions, or you completely could just be like, well, what do you mean? How does that work? How can I use that for my business? How do I get involved with it? How do I do trademark searches? How do I do patent searches? How do I do private labeling so that I can start doing all these little things that will help my business grow? I have a cheat sheet for you. The link is directly below. Click the link. It'll bring up a direct section where you can then have access to that cheat sheet. As well as if you want to join a group where it's free information day in and day out with like-minded people like you and myself trying to help each other grow and become more successful on more than just Amazon FBA, but also off of Amazon FBA, then join our group. It's called FBA Innovators. It's a free group. We're more than happy to have new people all the time. And if you want to private message me, I'll help you answer any question you have directly. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well as watch the next video.
That's what it's all about. Great ideas married with executional skills, and that's what Logan John is all about.